Have we ever paused and realized that almost every thought in the mind is chasing after some form or image that we want to cling to and become? We think in order to rush toward money, fame, love, or some idol because we believe that once we reach it, the heart will finally be happy. But the more tightly we cling to an image or a fixed state, the more confused the mind becomes when life begins to change. Time does not stand still, and everything about us is always changing, from emotions and people to the things that once made us happy. What causes human suffering is not only failing to achieve desires, but because the mind wants to hold everything forever in the same rigid way while those things eventually disappear. The world is always changing too quickly, but with a rigid inner mind, we are unable to adjust our thinking to adapt to those changes. We easily fall into anxiety and lost addiction because we always feel lacking or unstable due to constant and rapid change. Some of us possess everything, yet deep inside, there are moments when we still feel lost. And we remain uneasy because we are so used to searching for unreal things in the past or expecting a distant future while forgetting the peace within the present moment, because we cling to the illusion of those unreal forms. Our consciousness find it difficult to truly rest, and there are also people who live very simply yet still attain deep peace right within this present moment. Because at that time, we no longer allow the ego self to be dragged away by the illusions of stubborn desires and more. When entering meditation practice, we will learn how to recognize the truth, attract and feel realistic things, and live peacefully and happily right in the present. Meditation is not to escape life, but to clearly see the moment of our mind within this changing world, and return to the present reality of happiness and peace. At that moment, we will gradually touch a state of peace that no longer depends too heavily on outside circumstances as before. Hello friends, I am Teng from the meditation channel Lotus Zen Teng H Hour. In this video, let us watch until the end together to experience the difference between clinging to illusory forms and the realities within our own mind. We practice meditation to wisely recognize and overcome the illusions that are guiding our mind. Let us bring our body and mind back to awareness so that what is happening in the present can help us more easily find lasting peace and happiness. Please subscribe to the channel, like and share to spread this video and future videos together with the channel. Let us find a quiet place to sit down and observe what is happening within our own body and mind through each breath in and out first. Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. As soon as we place our attention on observing the breath in silence, the gentle and relaxed state can easily return to our body and mind. However, for most people, that silent and relaxed state is difficult to maintain for long because our consciousness is accustomed to clinging to energetic forms that are constantly achieved. When first practicing meditation, right after the silence achieved through focusing on the breath for the short time, a new series of thoughts will appear and pull the mind into restless activity, dragged by our energetic thoughts, patterns from one world to another, and they rarely stop. For some people, although sitting in silence, the mind keeps spinning because everyday urges continuously return. Needs related to money, work, status, and emotional relationships in family and society continue pulling our emotions through endless emotional states. Those emotions of happiness, sadness, anger, and worry automatically continue appearing repeatedly according to the habit of clinging to our desire and daily activities. When clinging to one or matter, everything else is forgotten, and our emotions pull us to repeat things many times to satisfy our feelings or resolve unfinished matters. A joy, a sadness, or an anger that often appears deeply will automatically be stored by the mind, then arise again, urging us to seek that feeling everywhere at all times. They will automatically burst out whenever encountering similar situations or silence. That is the feeling of attachment brought by our work or unresolved frustration needing to be solved. They cling to us at all times, even during physical activities, and influence our dreams during sleep. The desire within the mind keep returning, pulling our emotional images to rise up and ignite again at any moment. In life, we continuously cling to the desires to become some form such as responsibility, status, or ownership in order to survive in life. Focusing on clinging to one active form is a choice humans make to survive and achieve success through a particular role, and that can be useful. We often desire from the moment we are born until the moment we die in order to fulfill existence according to some purpose. Through each stage, we learn to cling to the first reactions and operations, which are family, in order to survive and grow according to the movement of creation. After that, those forms create the foundation for desires that will later change through the influence of teachers and friends. When becoming adults, the old desire forms are mixed further by following social and global trends through many different streams of thought. They are built through repetition over time until they become familiar within the mind. They create personality and habits within each strong reaction that becomes difficult to abandon. When we are young, the forms of personality and behavior are still soft and easy to change. But when awareness within the mind is repeated many times, our strong emotions are deeply imprinted in the mind. We cling to us and make us remember those patterns for a very long time. As we grow older, the body and mind are formed through a fairly stable operation. habits and forms to become the ego identity of each person. However, the impermanent world continuously changes over time, causing both body and mind to struggle in adapting themselves to follow that flowing current. Can you feel that even breathing becomes difficult to change once habits have formed in old age? Inhale, gently follow the breath as it flows through your nose. Feel your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. When old, the heartbeat can no longer be as fast as when young because the operation of the body and personality has also changed. Older people rarely follow the breathing patterns, lifestyles, and impulsive ways of thinking of the youth because the trends of time have always changed. The ways people behave between regions or countries, through space and time also become complicated because of the changing forms. Forms of thought also change according to climate, customs, religion, living conditions, and economy, causing the people existing within them and change as well. If we stubbornly cling to the old and refuse to stop, we will be eliminated when the new order changes. For example, there are many things we love and try to hold on to, but through impermanence, they come and disappear on their own. Following the constantly changing flow of the time and space, we must learn to let go of unreal things from the past or unclear things in the future. They are emotions or material things we once loved in the past that we wanted to keep but have now disappeared. They are forms too far removed from reality in the future that we ourselves imagine unrealistically. We should only cling to the things that our personality is shaping through this present body and mind. The present is the gathering place of karmic conditions that we are passing through with the most realistic awareness. From one individually, we gather into one collective, one society, one world, one energy field, one form within the mind both individually and collectively. These forms within the cycle of reincarnation arise and disappear countless times, and we have clung to and let go of them endlessly. We realize that whatever we possess, cling to, or tightly hold will eventually disappear according to the conditions of all things coming and going. Our body with Earth's physical form is born and then disappears to return to dust in the solid form of the earth. Our blood still flows within the body to transform nutrients and nourish the body in the form of water. Each breath still comes and goes just as it always operates in the form of air. Heat within the body continuously operates to warm and move this entire body and mind in the form of fire. As earth, water, air, and fire continuously dissolve and combine, all things cling to the invisible flow of energy and rotate through countless cycles of existence. That clinging flow carries us and all living beings through the endless cycle of reincarnation, by dissolving and clinging to energy through countless cycles upon this world. Therefore, when we choose to cling to one operating form, we have chosen a role to step into according to a desire and karmic conditions that have been created. A role that we can focus on acting out and let go of through willpower when necessary. We cling to the image of who we are, cling to the social flow, cling to each cycle of existence and distortion countless times, just like breathing. From the moment we are born, we cling to our body in order to become the child of our parents. We cling to our parents as if clinging to a form in order to survive, to remain, to be pampered, to feel safe, and to grow up. When young, being separated from parents can make us confused and terrify us if losing a solid form. After that, we move on to cling to the role of a friend when meeting peers in order to learn forms of comparisons, entertainment, or competition. As we grow older, we become students when going to school and meeting teachers in order to learn how to combine and separate in various forms of roles within society. Then we gradually let go in order to move toward clinging to the role of a useful person surviving within the changing flow of society. Through each stage, we learn how to cling to and let go of human forms within the great basins of the world that creation has formed through space and time. Everything comes and goes, gathers and separates in reincarnation according to the law of impermanence. They cause us to cling to and release the emotional form of roles that arise and disappear, something no one can avoid. But when we recognize, understand, and practice mindful meditation, the process of clinging and letting go will gradually improve through long periods of practice. At that time, we will no longer be confused between clinging and letting go, but instead directly experience peace while completing our own role. Let us peacefully breathe in to bring relaxing vitality and bring joy to ourselves right now through each mindful breath. Then breathe out as if releasing on worries, exhaustion, and hardships accumulated for so long before. Inhale gently, follow the breath as it flows through your nose, fill your chest and reach down to your belly. Exhale, feel the breath leaving through your nose and notice your belly softening and sinking. We realize that our emotions of happiness, sadness, pleasure, and suffering follow the conditions of gathering, the separation within that process of clinging and letting go. Everything will also come and go in order to complete the flowing forms through a role, a position, or a mission that we need to experience in this world. Our mind continuously forms concentration on one role-based form, then lets go of that form according to karmic conditions in order to become liberated and no longer attacked. Meditation helps us see that entire cycle of cause and effect without becoming overly trapped in fear, anxiety, or worry as before. Meditation helps us avoid becoming overly stubborn, deluded, and excessively attached to great anger and ignorance that often lead us into confusion in daily life. Meditation helps us remain peaceful, helping our emotions not become overly stormy or cling too tightly to illusions or judgmental thoughts. Meditation helps us experience everything transforming right within the present moment and within this body and mind through observation or personality, choosing lasting peace and happiness. Every experience when we return to the past or projects into the future is only contemplation to show that we no longer become lost in delusion. Meditation helps us observe, experience, and adapt to the process of clinging and letting go through the cyclical law of cause and effect completely within the present moment. Wishing all of you lasting peace in meditation practice so you can overcome challenging experiences and peace and happiness. The journey in the game of the breath will become more and more fascinating if you truly cherish it. This practice, just like a habit, is a key to unlocking every doorway within your body and mind. So keep watching and keep practicing with me in this video and the ones to come. If you have any thoughts or reflections, feel free to leave comments below. And if this video helped or inspire you, please click like, subscribe, and share it with others. Thank you.